Live from WRAL News Headquarters in Raleigh, your number one source for local news. WRAL News, coverage you can count on.
I'm Brad Neese, live in the WRAL Breaking News Tracker this morning, where Page Road is shut down following an overnight crash. Coming up, how many people were sent to the hospital?
Also, more breaking news this morning. Police in Raleigh make an arrest in a shooting that killed a 17-year-old. The arrest coming just hours after the victim's family gathered to remember him.
And it's going to be another warm afternoon with temperatures back in the 80s today. But a strong cold front headed this way will send these temperatures tumbling. I'll show you when it arrives coming up.
Wake County's first walk-in flu shot clinic of the season opens today, just ahead where you can get your vaccine.
It is that time of year once again to get your annual flu shot, right? Stay protected, protect you and your loved ones, and staying healthy. Good morning, everyone. It is 6 o'clock. We'll get you started here on this Thursday. I'm Renee Chu.
And I'm Jeff Hogan. Thanks for making us part of your routine here on our Thursdays. We get going. These temperature swings, 20 degrees here, 30 degrees there. They're going to be big swings in the coming days. Amy Wilmoth in the WRS Severe Weather Center with a look at that satellite right now.
The cold front will move through this weekend. We'll go from 81 today down to 44 by Monday morning. That's a big temperature swing. Both these cold fronts are going to kind of combine and move through on Saturday. Ahead of that, we'll have the potential for some spotty showers. That will be with us throughout the day tomorrow. Right now, it's very quiet. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s, 59 in the Triangle, 64 right now in Fayetteville. Futurecast shows a little bit more cloud cover today. We'll have more clouds compared to the last few days. Ahead of the front, the moisture starts to increase a little bit. We should stay mainly dry, maybe a sprinkle or two. Otherwise, just mostly cloudy and warm again today. Comfortable at the bus stop this morning with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. For the bus ride home, our temperatures will be warm. We'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies with temperatures in the low 80s. I'll have more on the cold front, what it does to the temperatures and when it brings the rain coming up. Brian?
Amy, we're following breaking news right now in the RTP area. An overnight crash has closed a section of Page Road not too far from I-40. Let's check in with Brett Neese in the WRAL Breaking News Tracker to find out what happened and when they hope to have Page Road reopened. Good morning, Brett.
Hey, Brian. Yeah, this all happened around 3:30 this morning, so it's been closed for a couple of hours now at this point, but this investigation is still very active here behind me. You can see the crime scene tape that has Page Road blocked off, the car off in the distance on a very dark stretch of Page Road. I want to get you to some video from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker to show you what this scene looked like overnight. You can see all the flashing lights there, the big response from police, ambulances, and fire trucks all here right along this section of Page Road that's right outside the Duke Doctor's offices at Arrington Park Drive. So it's been closed since that crash happened, since that car overturned. I know several people were taken to the hospital as a result of the crash. I'm working to find out just how many people that was and if this is the only car that was involved in this crash. Also asking police what led up to this car overturning, if there was something that was a factor other than perhaps speeding. But those are all questions that I'm trying to get some answers to from police. I know that they are out here with detectives and investigators trying to piece this all together here this morning. But Brian, it looks like it's going to be closed for at least the next hour or so while they continue to collect some evidence. So what's some alternate routes that people can take? Because this is a stretch of road that a lot of people use.
A lot of people use it to get between I-40 into destinations in RTP. As we take a look at the map right now, the best alternate route I can suggest for you is going to be heading down to the Miami Boulevard interchange on I-40. Then you can take Chin Page Road back to Page Road and rejoin Page on the north side of that closure. Again, Brett is going to be out there. We'll let you know when they're able to reopen that stretch of Page Road. Elsewhere around the Triangle, we're looking okay in our major routes with no trouble showing up in Wake County, and a quick check of those sensors heading into Durham right now indicate no delays at the moment.
More breaking news this morning. We now know one person has died after shooting in Durham. In an update from Durham police just before 2 this morning, they say a juvenile was shot on Ridgeway Avenue around 10:30 last night. He was taken to a hospital where he later died. A woman was also hurt, and at first officers thought she was shot, but later determined that was not the case. We're working to find out how she was injured and the name of the person who was killed.
And a breaking development this morning as Raleigh police have made an arrest in a deadly shooting of a 17-year-old earlier this week. Just after 1 o'clock this morning, police announced they arrested 23-year-old David Addy. He's charged with killing 17-year-old Dante Ruffin Jr. He went by DJ. Just hours before the announcement, a large crowd had gathered for a balloon release and a vigil in honor of Ruffin. He was shot Monday night near an apartment complex on North New Hope Road. Pastor Clarence Dale works to try to stop violence among young men. He urged peace in that community as Ruffin's family mourns.
Violence is never the answer, and we must understand that we must put down these guns.
Raleigh police say even with Addie's arrest, that investigation continues.
Flu season is starting earlier than normal this year, and you can get your shot at a walk-in clinic that opens today in Raleigh. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey joins us live this morning with why medical experts say it is so important to get it now. Kelsey, good morning.
Renee, good morning. You can get your flu shot today at Wake County's first walk-in flu shot clinic that's open for the season here on Sunnybrook Road. Tina Patton with the county health department says flu season started early. Cases started appearing way back in August. Medical experts are recommending that folks receive the updated COVID shot and the flu vaccine. New numbers released yesterday show COVID and flu hospitalizations across the state are down. Payton says more people are willing to be vaccinated now more than ever.
The vaccinations help with the severity of the symptoms that we have and allow us to recover more quickly. And that's enticing people to get that this year.
And it is safe to get both the COVID and flu vaccine at the same time. You can get your flu shot here at the clinic between 1 and 5 p.m. today. And they'll also be having a walk-in clinic here every Thursday until November 16th. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
A 16-year-old accused of shooting and killing 5 people in Raleigh's Hedingham community last year will be tried as an adult. The new developments come as we near the 1-year mark of the tragedy. Yesterday, a judge announced the ruling for Austin Thompson. He was 15 at the time of the attack. Prosecutors say he also shot and killed his brother, James Thompson. But they remain pretty tight-lipped about full details surrounding this case. Thompson's father, Alan, was also in court yesterday. He is charged with a misdemeanor, not properly storing a firearm. Our coverage of the Raleigh shooting continues online right now on WRAL.com. We have stories about the victims, who they were, and who they leave behind. We also have the latest on survivor Lynn Gardner's road to recovery.
And happening right now in the WRAL Live Center, almost 200 people are injured after Typhoon Koinu hit Taiwan earlier today. You can see all the destruction here. So far, there have been no deaths, but they do say about 190 people have been injured. The storm made landfall earlier Thursday. It brought rain and record-breaking winds to the island. A weather monitoring station measured gusts of 212 miles per hour. They say that device measuring the wind speeds broke shortly after that. The storm is expected to weaken as it moves toward China.
Today, Durham City Council will take a close look at 3 options for giving bonuses to all city employees. A previous strike by sanitation employees last month brought a new level of attention to the topic. That came after pushes from Durham Police and Fire for higher pay. According to a survey shared by the Durham Fraternal Order of Police, dozens of officers are considering leaving the city. In the new proposals, the smallest bonus would be $500 and the largest $5,000. Lower paid employees would get the higher bonuses. Once City Council chooses an option, they will vote on adopting it at their October 16th meeting. Employees would get their bonus in the November 3rd paycheck.
New this morning, police in Baltimore are looking to identify the 4 people who are seen in this video. This video was captured near the scene of the shooting on the campus of Morgan State University on Tuesday. Now, police have not said where this video was taken or why they want to know who these people are. But 5 people were shot, including 4 students. It happened during the school's homecoming week celebrations. Police believe all of the people shot were innocent bystanders. It is unclear what led to that shooting.
Today, the Johnson County Board of Education will hold a special session to discuss low-performing schools in the district. Principals from 6 schools will present action plans. Those plans will address steps to improve student proficiency, growth, and overall school performance. The board will ask questions and then approve, change, or reject the plans. Now, if approved, the district will send those plans to the State Board of Education. You can watch the live stream of the special session on Johnson County Public Schools' YouTube page at 3 this afternoon.
10 minutes after 6 on your Thursday, the massive Powerball jackpot gets even bigger. The grand prize is growing quickly after another drawing without the jackpot winner.
Also coming up, no more dogs at the White House while the president's German Shepherd commander will have to find another place to live. And Amy, we're not going anywhere from here because we're loving this fall weather.
So nice. And we have this cold front. It's going to feel very fall-like over the weekend. Still warm for the next couple of days, but then those temperatures take a tumble. We also have to get through some rain. I'll show you how much rain we could get coming up.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
Welcome back. I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in for Elizabeth this morning. The tower lit up in blue. We have clear skies in a few spots this morning. We'll have an increase in the clouds throughout the day today. It should stay dry, though. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s this morning. It's cool in Roxborough, 50 degrees there with mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. 64 with some clouds in Fayetteville. It's 53 in Sanford, 65 in Clinton. Hour by hour today, temperatures are pretty comfortable the first half of the day. Mid-70s at lunchtime with partly sunny skies. It will be warm this afternoon. Our high temperature gets up to 81. A cold front is on the way, and it really drops our morning lows. It's going to be fire pit weather over the weekend into early next week. Temperatures will fall into the 40s by Sunday morning. I'll have more on our rain chances with the cold front coming up. Brian?
It is 6:13 right now, so we take a look at traffic around the Triangle. No crashes showing up anywhere in Wake County, but we do have Page Road closed at Comstock Road, just north of the I-40 interchange, and it's likely going to be closed for a little while longer at least. Consider using Miami Boulevard and Chin Page Road as a good alternate route as they investigate an earlier crash. We'll get updates from Brett Neeson, the WRAL Breaking News Tracker, coming up in just a little bit. As we take a look at your major approaches into Raleigh right now, no problems coming in from Knightdale on 87 southbound, and right now from Apex, US 1 northbound, is a smooth ride through Cary. Renee?
Good to hear. Brian, thank you. Tens of thousands of healthcare workers are returning to the picket lines today. A settlement between Kaiser Permanente and union workers did not come yesterday, but Kaiser says progress is being made. The 75,000 employees demand solutions for staffing concerns, better benefits, and more pay.
Now when we're at bargaining, all we are told is we're too expensive. Meanwhile, Kaiser executives, a lot of them are multimillionaires.
Kaiser Permanente serves 13 million people across the country. A lot of people could see reduced access to health care and a longer wait when booking appointments. The strike ends Saturday, but the coalition says a longer walkout could be held in November if there is still no deal.
Someone in the White House has a biting problem. We knew President Biden's dog Commander bit at least 11 people, but sources say that number is even higher. WRAL's Ken Smith joins us now to explain why the dog now has to go live somewhere else.
You know, Jeff, we all know that over the years, presidents having dogs in the White House is a thing, but biting incidents have been a major problem for the Biden's dogs. Here's a look at that 2-year-old German Shepherd commander that's now out of the White House. From Secret Service agents to White House personnel, at least 11 biting incidents are on record, but sources say that number is even higher, some even requiring medical treatment. One dog trainer says the White House can be a stressful place for dogs, especially German Shepherds.
It's not unusual to have a German Shepherd be sensitive, highly sensitive to sight, sound, movement, and sometimes something as unusual as a suit or somebody wearing sunglasses can be a stressor, if not an actual trigger.
Abiza says he too was bitten by a German Shepherd as a kid, but he still lives with one today. No word yet on where the Bidens sent Commander. If you recall, the Bidens' other German Shepherd, Major, was sent back to their home in Delaware after several biting incidents.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to be an option, Ken, because some of the incidents happened in Delaware at that home with Commander. So it's a tough situation. I'm not sure what they're going to do.
We'll keep following it and let people know what's going on.
State health leaders say they are not seeing a spike in COVID-19 cases. There are fewer known cases in North Carolina this week than there were last week. COVID particles detected in wastewater are down for a third consecutive week. The number of people admitted to the hospital also down. Flu hospitalizations were also low. 9 people were hospitalized as of September 30th, down from 14 the week before.
Students and staff in Johnston County schools are recovering this morning after a gas leak made them sick. This happened at Choice Plus Academy in Smithfield. Yesterday, students were sent home early. A school official said a mechanical issue outside the building caused the leak. The people who went to the hospital were treated for mild nausea and headaches.
A dog is back with her family after she disappeared for 3 days and was found in an old well. Firefighters with the Northern Wake Fire Department helped save her by setting up a rig to get Sadie out of the well. She is now back with her family. Great work by those firefighters. Good job. And great weather once again today as we keep riding the sunny and dry streak for the week, Amy.
It's going to be another nice one today. A little bit of cloud cover throughout the day today, but overall pretty nice. This is a live look at Sanford and Lee County. Don't see any fog here, just a little bit of cloud cover. We have had a little bit of fog out there this morning, nothing really widespread, but visibility down to 3/4 of a mile in Roxborough. I didn't see any on the camera when I took a look, but we'll keep an eye on these numbers as we progress through the morning commute. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s. 60 in Rocky Mount and in Goldsboro. It's 59 in Durham, 64 degrees right now in Fayetteville. Temperatures will be warm again this afternoon, very similar to the last several days. We'll just see more clouds throughout the day today. 75 at lunchtime and then 81 for the high temperature later on this afternoon. What we're watching for the weekend is a pair of cold fronts. They're going to kind of combine into one cold front, move through on Saturday, and in advance of that front, we'll have the potential for some rain. You can see some rain lining up along this first cold front, and we'll see some showers by the time we get to tomorrow. Certainly an increase in the humidity. You'll start to feel that a little bit today. The dew point will go up just a little bit. We'll have more clouds around today. And then by Friday morning, it's a little bit humid and we'll have some clouds around, maybe a sprinkle or two. Same thing in the afternoon and evening. It'll be a little bit humid with the potential for some spotty showers. But then the front moves through and it really brings in some dry air for the second half of the weekend. This will begin late Saturday, continuing through Sunday, and it'll be pretty nice for most of the weekend. On Saturday, highs will be in the low 70s. Sunday, high temperatures down into the mid 60s. Saturday, a couple of showers and some clouds early, but then that dry air moves in and we'll have clearing skies. Sunday, it'll be a chilly and breezy start with temperatures in the 40s, feeling like fall in the afternoon, 66 with sunshine. As far as how much rain we could get, the models indicate that it's going to be very, very minimal. Some models have next to nothing, so it's less than 2/10 of an inch of rain. That'll be for Friday into early Saturday. Nice weather for Walk for Hope Sunday, although chilly in the morning with temperatures in the upper 40s, 54 at 10 o'clock and then 60 by noon. Quick check on the tropics. We have Tropical Storm Philippe that is going to move just to the west of Bermuda into New England over the weekend. It could bring some dangerous rip currents to North Carolina over the weekend. Warm for the next couple of days, and then here comes that big drop in the temperatures with highs in the 60s Sunday, but we're back up to 80 degrees by Wednesday. Brian?
Amy, watching traffic around the Triangle this morning, still looking fine through Wake County with no crashes reported according to Raleigh 911. We do have a section of Page Road that is closed this morning north of I-40 because of an overnight crash. That investigation continues right around the Comstock Road intersection. Not sure when they're going to be able to reopen Page Road, so consider using Miami Boulevard and Chin Page Road as a good alternate route through the rest of the morning commute. Taking a look at those major approaches elsewhere into the Triangle, we're not picking up any problems out of the eastern side of Wake County on 64 westbound. And right now, 501 southbound from North Durham and Rougemont down into the northern side of Durham County, looking fine at the moment.
Brian, thanks. 3 police officers in Philadelphia are recovering after being hurt in a shootout, and police say they were responding to a call that started with a fight over a video game.
The Drew Barrymore Show is coming back soon, but it needs to hire some new writers. Why 3 head writers are stepping away, coming up in What's Trending.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
Drew Barrymore's talk show is coming back, but first it needs to find new writers.
Brian Schrader here now with What's Trending, Brian.
Yes, the show announced yesterday that it's going to return October 16th, but its 3 co-head writers are not coming back to be a part of it. Their departure comes after Barrymore said that she planned to come back before the writers' strike ended. She later reversed that decision, but apparently it was too late. Yeah, well, she reversed the decision after she caught a lot of flack from a lot of people for thinking that she was going to come back without the writers being there. But these, you know, they're standing in solidarity. They're saying the 4th season is going to go on, but it'll go on without them. They're quitting. Some openings there. Yeah, if you're good. There are. They're interviewing right now. Drew wants to talk to you. Saturday Night Live will start its 49th season on October 14th. And former cast member Pete Davidson will be the host. Ice Spice will be the musical guest. Davidson was supposed to host in May before the writer's strike forced the show to end its season early.
You may be wondering, okay, how is it that the actors on SNL can go back to work? Because the actors' strike is still going on. Well, apparently everyone involved in SNL, they're under a different contract, a different agreement, and that contract's not covered by the strike. So SAG-AFTRA is saying, hey, it's okay to go back to work. It's totally fine. And so we'll be seeing new SNL episodes.
We'll look forward to that.
There you go.
We won't stay up and watch it, though. We'll watch it on demand. Yeah. Taylor Swift and Beyonce are having major impacts on the economy. Cinemark announced ticket sales for Swift's 3-hour concert film are setting pre-sale records. And Beyonce plans to do the same with her Renaissance World Tour, make it into a movie. As fans spend money to see both stars, it is highlighting the economic impact of these women. Finance experts say the Super Bowl doesn't compare to the impact that these two superstars are having.
Catch NASCAR action this weekend. Charlotte Motor Speedway on WRAL. Saturday at 3, the Xfinity Series takes the green flag for the Drive for the Cure 250. Then on Sunday, 2:30 on WRAL, the NASCAR Cup Series. They come to Charlotte. Watch Countdown to Green. It starts at 2 o'clock before the drivers start their engines.
Wake County's first walk-in flu shot clinic opens today, just ahead where you can get your vaccine.
It's another warm day today with temperatures in the low 80s, and then a cold front arrives. It brings some rain on Friday, followed by some cooler temperatures. I'll show you how this cold front could impact your weekend plans coming up.
And a young person is dead after a shooting in Durham. What police are saying about what happened, and a woman who was also hurt.